Everyone knows the George Washington Bridge isn't just a bridge, it's a mental endurance test. Bumper to bumper chaos, zero patience, and during rush hour, it turns into a double deck sauna floating over the Hudson. Great views, no mercy. That day started smooth. Traffic was moving, I was on schedule, hauling a load to FreshDirect in the Bronx. I remember thinking, wow, the GWB is behaving today. That's when it struck. Right after Vince Lombardi, traffic slammed to a crawl. I eased toward the easy pass lanes, and my oil pressure needle dove like it owed money. Seconds later, the truck died. Not in one lane, two. Horns erupted instantly. One furious trucker locked eyes with me, screamed like I'd personally ruined his retirement plan, and clipped my mirror for emphasis. Apparently, that was his therapy. Hazards on, calm face, internal panic. I added a gallon of oil. The engine cranked. Nothing. Starter fine. Alternator fine. AC blasting ice cold air like it was taunting me. Radio still on. When your truck is dead but the AC works, it feels personal. I called for a tow and learned rule number 1 of the GWB. Only the Port Authority can tow you. Their bridge, their rules. Honestly fair. If anyone wants traffic moving, it's Jersey. Eventually, Port Authority police showed up. Cool, professional, zero drama. They towed me off the double deck and dropped me at 178th Street in Washington Heights. Even with 14 lanes behind me, I still felt like I owed the entire Northeast an apology. But Washington Heights turned out to be a blessing. The sidewalks had transformed into outdoor cafes, and the neighborhood hit me with heat, music, and the smell of curried goat, cilantro, garlic, and spices. If you're going to be broken down in NYC with no engine and no AC, this is elite real estate. I followed my nose into a Dominican spot. Oxtail stew, moro rice, rich, heavy, perfect. Around me, mofongo, laughter, life happening. New York doesn't stop because your truck does. Several hours later, APOW towing finally arrived. APOW stands for All Points of Wreck, and they knew everything you needed to know about towing a semi-truck in New York City. Now the real work started. First stop, FreshDirect. We dropped the trailer. Mission accomplished. Somewhere in the Bronx, groceries still got delivered. Small win, big relief. Then came the technical part most people never see. You don't just tow a heavy truck, you disconnect it from itself. The wrecker driver pulled the axle bolts, and hub oil poured out like the truck had sprung an artery. No panic. Rag. Bucket. Routine. This guy had done this 1,000 times. We cleaned both axles, stored everything neatly, and I asked the universal trucker question, am I going to need to refill that oil? He smiled. Nah, you've got plenty. That sentence alone was worth the wait. Final destination. Truck King, the international dealership in Hunts Point. We rolled in around 2:30 a.m. when New York goes quiet. New York quiet, meaning fewer sirens. Last challenge, reinstalling the drive shafts. For non-truckers, think of them like a bike chain. Wrong one on the wrong axle, and you've built a mechanical prank. So we double-checked everything. Right shaft, right tandem. Bolts torqued like it mattered, because it did. Greasy hands, tired eyes. Chaos officially defeated. Price? Fair, especially since it felt like 2 tows for the price of 1. And here's the street-level trucking tip. Always carry cash. Cash keeps things smooth, keeps goodwill high, and still rules at 2:30 a.m. on a New York street. Lesson of the day, you can't control when machines fail or when a bridge decides to test your soul. You can control how you respond. Stay calm, respect people, carry cash, and even breaking down on the George Washington Bridge becomes just another story worth telling.